about this team and actually get to. Boy, the Cleveland Cavaliers, not only do they have LeBron James in the fold, but also they have really struck it rich with the lottery, getting the #1 pick 3 out of the last 4.
Yes, LeBron, Kyrie Irving, and the #1 pick. Very interesting, Ernie. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, maybe 5, 6, 7 trips to the finals for the King.
Now who's getting?
We'll see Cleveland facing the Golden State Warriors. It's what you've been waiting for. 2K Sports and the NBA present our Wednesday afternoon affair. And it's the Warriors to start out. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the center. Here's LeBron.
Well, Steph Curry, of course, deadly from outside the arc. But last season, he tried to improve his ability to get to the rim. In fact, he significantly increased his points in the paint last year.
Cleveland on defense.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line. People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser, and he can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well-guarded.
And Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that is proved to be a factor in his play.
Yeah, and one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. So now he can get that 3 off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So what an incredible weapon to have on offense.
And that one's good. Love. Here's Thompson. And just about a minute into the first quarter. The shot will not go, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Wallace with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Love dishes to Waiters. Lets it go. Here's Verjao. Another shot, and that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And it's the Warriors with the ball. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Buries the long-range jumper.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Waiters. That's good.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year. A lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
Then when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Warriors making the shot. No luck.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss. Regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run. And with the Cavs, their score differential for their reserves really tells the story. Just way too many points.
Mess last year. A lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Warriors making the shot. No luck.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss. You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like
Second bucket of the night. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's Curry with the drive. That is good.
man, a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. LeBron passes to Waiters, and the officials call a traveling violation. Well, Deion Waiters, a Philly kid, plays with a chip on his shoulder, Clark. Always a ton of confidence.
Yeah, you know, but I like his edge and his chip, but I think sometimes his emotions get the best of him. When he gets frustrated, we've seen it affect his play and his demeanor on the court. Hopefully that's just a maturation thing with him, because it could derail his potential if he doesn't get it under wraps.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for Lee. Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Deflects the pass, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Dellavedova's checked in. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And for Waiters, we've heard the rumblings. He's butted heads with coaches and teammates. He was dismissed from a practice. His name has been all over trade talks since he's been with Cleveland. But on the plus side, he's working hard to improve as a player, and he's very gifted.
Now, here's Green. Pass to Livingston. He dishes it to Spates. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Spates has got his first 2 points of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
The Cavaliers trail by 10.
You know, you hear the question marks for Waiters, but still an awful lot of upside for this guy, in my opinion. He's got a great foundation offensively. He can make plays for himself and for others. I think his ceiling is really high as long as he stays hard-working and hungry.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
.105 left to play in the first. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
The Cavaliers trail by 14, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
.55 seconds left here in the first quarter. The drive by LeBron. He kicks to Thompson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 14. Here is Livingston. Pass to Barnes. Takes the three. Rebounded by Marion. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. It's Thompson off the drive. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. .26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Livingston. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. LeBron kicks to Miller. Inside. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And so it's Golden State with it.